Hey guys, so today I'm going to be sharing a little bit of a story with you guys, and it's not the most pleasant story, but it's nothing like horrific or totally disgusting, so bear with me. So, this story takes place in 2013, and Aaron and I had just left New York City. That's where we were living for the past year and a half. And we were going back to Pennsylvania for a few weeks before we went to Japan because I went to Japan in 2013. And we were just kind of staying there while we were waiting for our flight because we were leaving on my birthday. So during that time, Aaron got this pierogi pizza. It's from a place that Aaron really loved as a vegetarian because we were both vegetarians at the time still. And it was this pierogi pizza that had like tons of mozzarella and cheddar cheese on it. And it was pretty insane looking. It was something that me and Aaron really loved. Aaron really loved it. So Aaron's mom used to always get him this pierogi pizza, and it was like huge. It was like I don't even remember how many cuts it was. It was like bigger than this screen, the box. It was ridiculous, and it had this really like oily like pastry crust and like extra cheese, and that's pretty much all I ate for like days on end, and pretty much all Aaron ate for days on end. So into like a week, me being in Pennsylvania, because we were there for like maybe 2 to 3 weeks before we left for Japan, and I am not going to the bathroom whatsoever, and I'm like, what's going on? All this cheese is like blocking me up, um, and I just could not go to the bathroom. So I kept trying to like force myself to go to the bathroom, and it just was not happening. It was like this huge rock inside of me. It was one of the worst experiences of my life, to be honest, because I was getting kind of scared because I could not pass this giant rock of shit that was inside of me. And so after like another day or so, I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Like, the only option that I thought of was that I could use an enema. So I actually had one on me, um, and I decided to use it, and it actually worked. And this giant like rock came out of me, and it was the most amazing experience of my life and the worst experience at the same time. I don't even know why I'm sharing this with you guys. It's ridiculous, and I'm kind of totally embarrassed, but I kind of want to send a message with this story. So, yeah, I got this huge rock of shit out of my body, and yeah, it was one of the worst experiences of my life, but it felt so amazing to get this giant rock of shit cheese out of my body. So I hope that story wasn't like too disgusting for you guys. I really wanted to like kind of send a message with this story and just kind of explain what dairy does to your body. Obviously, constipation is a very minor thing that dairy does to you, but there are a lot more serious things that dairy can do to your body, and I just really wanted to explain that a little bit further. So, first off, dairy isn't even meant for humans, it's meant for baby calves. It's meant to grow a 65-pound baby cow into a 400-pound cow. And it's really weird because humans are pretty much the only species that consumes another species' milk. There are some rare occurrences, but humans are the only ones that do it on a regular basis. And cow's milk contains animal protein, which has been proven to promote cancer growth. And animal protein as well is acidic to our bodies. So, our bodies, to neutralize this acidity, they leach calcium and phosphorus from our bones, which kind of contradicts all of those terrible milk ads from the 90s. I'm sure we've all seen them. They used celebrities and athletes and whatever to get you guys to buy milk. and it just totally contradicts what they were saying. Milk does not make your bones stronger, does not do a body good. The countries with the highest dairy consumption are also the countries with the highest rates of osteoporosis, as opposed to countries that are in Asia and Africa, which have the lowest rates of osteoporosis. I wonder why. And then there's dairy products like butter and cheese that are high in fat, saturated fat, cholesterol, and they're really low on just vital vitamins and minerals, and they can really increase the risk of heart disease and other diseases such as diabetes. And also, since cows are milked to exhaustion, they're really prone to infections such as mastitis, which is an infection of the udder, and that pretty much ends up leaving pus in your milk. And here in the US, the average amount of somatic pus cells that are in a spoonful of milk is a little over 1.1 million, which is apparently not a lot, which is ridiculous because would you really want any amount of pus cells in your beverages or food? And besides pus, conventional milk also contains bovine growth hormones, which are used to help cows, help cows produce more milk. And these bovine growth hormones have been linked to obesity and cancer. And besides even pus and bovine growth hormones, milk also contains antibiotics because they need to use antibiotics because the conditions in factory farms are less than ideal. So those antibiotics just get filtered through your body. And besides antibiotics and pus and bovine growth hormones, there's also traces of blood and feces in your milk. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. Do a little bit more research, and I don't even think you could touch milk ever again. I don't even know how you could touch milk after hearing my story and all of the stuff I just told you guys about how awful milk is. But yeah, the information's out there. Go find it if you're not convinced for some reason. But yeah, there's so many alternatives out there also that there's really no point to consume dairy products whatsoever anymore. There is so many different plant milks out there like almond milk, soy milk, cashew milk, coconut milk, rice milk, and those are just a few. There's so many more out there, and there's vegan cheeses out there, and there's vegan yogurts, and there's just so many. There's pretty much a alternative for everything that you can imagine. So I hope you enjoyed this video and you didn't find my story too disgusting. But it is really great to know that I can still have pierogi pizza. I honestly don't even really eat vegan cheese that all anymore. I get my creaminess from other things like avocado, and I do enjoy nutritional yeast a lot. So that's usually what ends up on my pizzas is nutritional yeast. But I don't even know how I consumed dairy even after having that pierogi pizza. I was still vegetarian for a few more years till I went vegan. I don't know why I didn't just quit dairy then and there like I should have. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe here at Lost in Vegetation to keep up with me, Jeff, and all my vegan content. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye! Okay guys, here is dinner. Looks amazing. And this is just the pretty plate. I'm totally putting more